Welcome back, everybody. It's Ask the Attorney Wednesday, and this morning we are talking about on-the-job injuries. And here with the answers to your questions, Attorney David Gordon. Hey, good morning, Jim.
Good morning.
How was traffic getting in?
Well, traffic on the Penal Farm Road was thick because of that accident you just reported.
Yeah,
so I was able to slip by.
All right. People might want to take a detour is what you're saying.
Yes.
All right, definitely hear that. All right, let's get to the questions right away. Sheila in East Memphis, you know what? She's been off work as a hairstylist for almost 2 months as a result of on-the-job injuries. The workers' compensation company is sending her weekly checks, but they're not taking into account the tips that she makes. Is that right?
Well, it's wrong. It's not right. But tips are difficult to account for.
Yes.
Because it's not on the hairstylist books. But if that hairstylist would estimate her tips, her supervisor at that hair salon would probably verify it, and it should be included in her weekly money while she's off work.
But she has to show some documentation.
She really doesn't. She doesn't have to show documentation if she can get support from a supervisor there.
Okay.
They know that she makes tips.
All right. Sam in Fraser says he settled a claim for his knee injury about 3 years ago, and now it looks like he's going to get laid off. Can he get any more money for his knee injury?
Well, he might think at first, what's he talking about? How could he possibly get more money for his knee injury? But you know what? He's right.
Even after he's settled?
When a person has a job and settles with his employer where he got hurt, the money is low because he has a job. But the state legislature has given him a protection. If he loses his job in the next 4 years through no fault of his own, he can go back for more money. In this case, he's being laid off. That's not his fault. He's entitled to more money for that knee injury.
Fascinating. I thought once they settle, it's a done deal, but apparently not.
That's one of the few items that remains available to a man who settles his workers' compensation claim.
All right, let's go to Melissa in Raleigh. The insurance company has been paying her medical treatment and was sending her a check every 2 weeks since she got hurt 6 months ago. Since they've been taking care of her, since she got hurt, questions she's asking, does she really need a lawyer?
All right, well, it's a good question. I mean, the insurance companies many times get her medical treatment. They send her a check every 2 weeks.
Doing the right thing.
So she says, why do I need a lawyer? She needs a lawyer for the third piece of pie. The first piece of pie is medical treatment. The second piece of pie is money while she's off work. That third piece of pie is money for her permanent injury. That insurance company's role really is to give her as small a piece of pie as she'll accept for that permanent injury, and that's what she needs a lawyer for.
1 minute left. Mitchell in Midtown, he's been off work for 3 months following shoulder surgery. Doctor says he needs another surgery. He doesn't want it. Is he required to get the shoulder surgery that the workman's compensation doctor recommends? I find this one fascinating.
All right, great question, and the answer is absolutely not. If you don't want some procedure that a doctor is recommending to you, even though it's the workers' compensation doctor, you do not have to take it. You have another option here. This man or woman, I can't remember which it is, has the right to get a second opinion on the question of surgery.
But here's a question, Counselor, I got to ask you. You refuse the surgery. Can that decision come back to haunt you? Because you say, you know, my shoulder hurts, and they say, well, you know what, you didn't get the surgery that we recommended.
It can come back, it can trouble you in this way. The doctor is going to release you. In other words, the doctor says, look, I'm offering you surgery. You don't want the surgery. That's all I can do for you. Go back to work. However, if in 6 months you change your mind and you want to see the doctor again, you still have that right.
Okay. Interesting thoughts. David Gordon, thanks again for joining us this morning. Some real interesting stuff. And he was driving on Walnut, and you said,
Walnut Grove.
Stay away. It's bad. It's bad.